Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Simon Watkins, Director of Storage Product Marketing here at HPE. It's great to have you with us as we walk through some of the exciting storage and private cloud announcements that we've made today. I'm going to start with a quick overview, and then I'm going to hand over to a fantastic panel we've got today: Ling Wang, Tim Desai, Brooke Anderson, and David Paquette for a deeper dive. So let's jump right in. So when we talk to enterprise customers right now, two pressures come up again and again: AI investment and rising virtualization costs. And together, they're forcing organizations to really rethink how they operate, and more importantly, how they unlock the value of their data. And that's exactly why we're seeing strong momentum behind our GreenLake platform. So GreenLake gives customers a unified way to run private cloud, storage, and data protection, so they can modernize AI and cloud-native workloads without adding complexity or risk. And today we're building on that with innovations that help customers modernize infrastructure, move beyond traditional virtualization models, and get their data ready for AI. So starting with private cloud, we're introducing the next generation of HPE private cloud with the new PC 3000, previously known as Private Cloud Business Edition. This is a disaggregated platform for mixed workloads, so customers can scale compute and storage independently and run VMware alongside Morpheus VM Essentials, transitioning at their own pace. It's built on ProLiant Gen 12, and it brings together VMs and containers with integrated Kubernetes support, as well as built-in resilience through Zerto and Veeam. We're also updating SimpliVity with the new PC 1000, an all-in-one hyper-converged solution for smaller environments focused on simplicity, flexibility, and integrated data protection. And we're continuing to expand automation and control with the latest release of HPE Morpheus software. So whether it's part of private cloud or deployed on its own, Morpheus delivers deeper automation across physical and virtual environments, from bare metal through to Kubernetes. It brings VMs and containers together, it automates end-to-end workflows, and it lets customers operate hybrid environments for a single platform. So most tools manage pieces of the environment. Morpheus brings it all together while still giving customers that flexibility to evolve over time. And that brings us to the foundation of all this, the data platform. So from a strategy perspective, our goal is pretty simple, right? So to transform storage into a unified, intelligent data layer for the hybrid cloud and AI era. And we do that with a portfolio built around three core areas: structured data, unstructured data, and data protection. At the foundation is HPE Alletra Storage MP, a disaggregated scale-out architecture with a unified data layer. So you get one platform, one operating model, one way to manage data wherever it lives. From there, we scale by workload. So for mission-critical structured data, there's the B10000, which is now the fastest growing block platform in HPE's history. For unstructured data, there's the X10000, designed to accelerate AI and analytics by turning massive volumes of data into insight faster. And all of this is brought together through HPE Data Fabric software, which gives customers a unified view of their data across hybrid environments, as well as protected end-to-end with Zerto, StoreOnce, and our ecosystem of partners. So what's new? Well, starting with the X10000, we're now supporting both file and object in a single system, so customers can turn training and analytics, which is typically file-based, and inference workloads, which are increasingly object-based, on the same platform. Most vendors force a trade-off. We do not. We bring them together with high performance across both, backed by a 100% data availability guarantee. On the B10000, we're expanding scale and resilience, so customers can now scale out more granularly with non-disruptive transitions as they grow. We've also introduced new agentic AI capabilities that detect, analyze, and resolve issues autonomously, as well as strengthen resilience with tolerance for simultaneous node failures. And with Data Fabric 8.1, we're extending the global namespace with real-time data movement across S3 compatible storage, along with policy-based tiering and AI-driven governance, all managed through a single intelligent data plane. And finally, with Zerto 10.9, we're simplifying and strengthening cyber resilience with cross-platform mobility, AI-driven operations, integration with Microsoft Defender, and more scalable orchestrated recovery. So with that, let's bring in the panel for a deeper dive, and I'll start with Ling to walk us through what's new with the B10000.
Thanks, Simon. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here to walk you through the latest news for HPE Alletra Storage MP B10000. So I'll give you an overview of what's new in release 10.6.0, and then we'll double-click on each one of the new items. So let's dive in. As some of you may know, that the B10000 is industry's first disaggregated block and file storage, and it's also the fastest growing all-flash block storage in the market. So that growth is no accident. It is built on three pillars that solve the most challenging infrastructure issues today. Number one, efficiency at scale through a disaggregated architecture. Number two, accelerated operations with agentic AI-powered management. And number three, always-on availability with built-in cyber resilience. In this new release, we're building on our success with the disaggregated architecture and expanding the seamless scale-out to 6 nodes in 1-node increments, which is very unique and advanced. We're further boosting the resiliency to survive simultaneous 2-node failures, which again sets us apart from our competitors. We're also updating our store more guarantee to 5-to-1 ratio as part of our Future Ready program. Even more exciting, we're introducing a revolutionary innovation in support automation using agentic AI. We also enhanced native ransomware resilience to enable both block and file level detection and automatic protection, as well as the application consistent backup, all without bolt-on software. So let me show you how each of these helps solve the storage challenges. Let's start with what makes this architecture fundamentally different. Traditional storage ties controllers and drives together in an HA pair. So when you need more performance, you're forced to buy capacity you don't need, and vice versa. The B10000 breaks that model. Controllers and drive shelves are separate domains connected by an Ethernet fabric. You can add drives 2 at a time for more capacity, and then add a single controller node for more performance, independently and non-disruptively. This means that you can start small and grow big, up to 6 nodes, with seamless upgrades and non-disruptive conversion between switched and switchless configurations. So what does this mean in the real world? 3 big numbers. 0 over-provisioning, you can buy exactly what you need. Up to 40% TCO savings, and up to 45% energy reduction. On top of that, this is a unified platform, block and file in the same OS. That means you can consolidate databases, virtualization, and containerized applications onto one system, eliminating silos and simplifying management. Now, having great hardware is only half the story. You need to be able to manage it effortlessly. And that's where our AI-managed cloud experience comes in. Some of you may be familiar with our AI Ops for storage, which is the modern evolution from InfoSight. It provides predictive wellness, which is now enhanced with GreenLake Copilot, as well as intent-based provisioning, cross-stack analytics, and holistic fleet management. It cuts operational time by 99%, and it predicts and prevents 86% of issues before they impact your environment. But the real game changer is our brand new agentic support automation. It is a paradigm shift from the existing support models of storage. Legacy support and signature-based predictive analytics rely on pattern matching and scripted recommendations. It only catches known issues and follows a fixed playbook. Our agentic AI fabric moves beyond that with semantic understanding, adaptive reasoning, and prescriptive intelligence. So this means we can detect and remediate issues that have never been seen before, and a lot faster and more precisely. This isn't just the dashboards and alerts. It's AI that dynamically evolves, and it's like having a level 4 support expert at your side, around the clock without ever picking up the phone. So that is really what separates us from anyone else in the market. Ransomware is consistently one of the top concerns we hear from our customers. So let's talk about how the B10000 addresses this head-on. We've built a native, real-time, AI-driven ransomware detection directly into the storage layer. It has been evaluated against over 100 ransomware strains by HPE Cybersecurity Center of Excellence. With this new release, we're supporting the ransomware detection at both the block and file level. We're also strengthening the protection of the immutable snapshots, as well as automating the security posture management. Combined with Zerto inline detection at the hypervisor layer, you get dual-layered protection across both storage and applications. And this solution is integrated with existing security tools such as SIEM and XDR for surfacing alerts. The whole approach is structured around the NIST cybersecurity framework for comprehensive end-to-end defense. And it's all backed by our guarantee that you have access to HPE experts within 30 minutes of reporting an attack. Finally, let's talk about how we provide guaranteed IT outcomes with the most robust set of guarantees in the Future Ready program. We launched this program last year with 3 new guarantees, which covers zero RTO and RPO, the cyber resiliency guarantee I just mentioned, and an energy consumption guarantee. And we continue to offer all of the other guarantees that have been around for a while. The exciting news in this announcement is that we are elevating our Store More guarantee to 5-to-1 ratio. This is a very competitive guarantee that will further help our customers reduce TCO. Additionally, we are extending this 5-to-1 guarantee to our GreenLake Flex solution for the B10000, which delivers a pay-per-use consumption model that scales resources precisely to demand. Bottom line, we're not just selling storage, we are guaranteeing the outcomes that matter to your business. So with that, let me pass it to Tim, who will walk us through the news about the X10000.
Thanks, Ling. At a high level, the X10000 isn't just another storage system. It's a data platform built for how AI actually runs in production. What that means in practice is it's designed to deliver 3 things at the same time: the throughput to keep GPUs busy, the metadata intelligence to make data usable, and the recovery performance to keep you operational when something goes wrong. The X10000 is engineered for AI, analytics, and high-speed recovery, so your data is always accessible when you need it. And when you integrate it with Data Fabric, you get a global namespace that makes data instantly discoverable across environments. That eliminates silos and removes a lot of the friction that typically slows down AI and analytics workflows. On the performance side, the platform is built to sustain the kind of throughput required to keep GPUs fully utilized at scale. At the same time, it brings data intelligence directly into the data layer with inline metadata services, so you're not relying on complex external pipelines just to make data usable. And just as important, it's built for ultra-fast recovery. The X10000 can maintain consistent performance even when you're running production workloads and recovery operations at the same time, which is exactly when legacy systems break down. Today, we announced the X10000 Release 3, which became generally available on April 6th, and Release 4, which will be generally available this summer. On this slide, I show the features that map to each release. Next, I'll describe each of these new features and how they deliver enhanced value to customers. A new headline capability is native file support. This is a meaningful shift. It turns the X10000 into a truly unified file and object data platform. So now, alongside the S3 and S3A APIs, you can access data natively through the NFS 4.1 API. This matters because it eliminates silos. You're no longer managing separate systems for file and object data, which simplifies operations, reduces cost, and expands what you can do with your data across AI, analytics, and data protection. With respect to performance, we've extended remote data memory access, or RDMA, beyond object storage and now to file storage, and that includes NVIDIA GDS certification. What that means is you can enable direct, high throughput, low latency data access from storage to GPUs. For AI workloads, this is critical. You're reducing bottlenecks, accelerating training, and enabling faster inference cycles. Now, it's not shown on this slide, but we've also deepened our collaboration with NVIDIA by integrating the NVIDIA AI Enterprise NIMS library and supporting the NVIDIA AI data platform. The benefit here is straightforward. You're working with validated, pre-integrated software and infrastructure, and that translates to faster deployment, more predictable performance, and lower operational risk. The next major area of enhancement is around AI itself. We're moving beyond just storing and serving data to actively enabling smarter systems. We introduced a built-in Model Context Protocol, or MCP server, as a preview last year. With Release 3, it's now fully supported. What that enables is the ability to share precise, contextual data with applications and AI agents in real time. In practical terms, that means your AI systems get better inputs, and better inputs lead to better outcomes. Whether it's predictive maintenance, personalization, or real-time analytics, you're enabling more accurate decisions through the use of the MCP server without adding complexity to your environment. Next, I'll address scalability. An advantage delivered by our disaggregated architecture is the ability to independently scale performance and capacity. We've now doubled the maximum cluster size to support up to 16 compute nodes and up to 16 storage nodes. That's not just a specifications bump, it gives you more flexibility. You can now drive up to 2 times more performance or 2 times more capacity depending on your needs. So whether you're dealing with larger data sets, more users, or more demanding workloads, you can scale without compromising efficiency. Data resilience is important, especially for mission-critical applications. With Release 3, we've introduced native asynchronous object replication. The goal is simple: make disaster recovery more efficient and far more reliable. What this gives you is the ability to protect data continuously across locations with minimal impact on performance. If something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You're recovering quickly with minimal data loss and downtime. At the end of the day, this is about keeping the business running and ensuring continuity and stability. Security is another major area of focus. The X10000 now supports FIPS 140-3 compliance for data at rest encryption, which is essential for regulated environments like government, healthcare, and financial services. And with support for external key managers for self-encrypting drives, you get stronger separation between data and key control. That reduces risk, strengthens your security posture, and helps meet compliance requirements. And with this announcement, we're also excited to share how our X10000 storage solution can give you peace of mind based on guaranteed satisfaction and data availability. The X10000 is built with a highly resilient architecture that helps to maximize uptime. We're extending these benefits with the industry's first 100% data availability guarantee for object storage, so that you can deploy your object workloads with even greater peace of mind. The guarantee covers the first 3 years of your X10000's operation, which aligns with its warranty period. We also want to ensure our customers' complete satisfaction with the X10000. We invite customers to try the X10000 for 3 months at no risk. You can take that time to evaluate the solution and ensure it performs according to the benefits and capabilities outlined in our publicly available product specifications. So, when you step back and look at Release 3 and Release 4 together, the value is clear. You're getting more flexibility, better AI performance, greater scalability, and stronger security and resilience, and peace of mind, all in a single platform. And with that, I'll pass the mic to Brooke.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, let's talk about the HPE Data Fabric software. Everyone knows that your AI is only as good as your data, and HPE Data Fabric software is designed to ensure that you have the ability to intelligently manage all of your data. At a high level, HPE Data Fabric is an intelligent data platform that connects data across the edge, core, and cloud environments through a global namespace. It allows customers to see, access, govern, and move data as one logical system. Its unique capabilities include everything from data resilience and a global namespace to data tiering, distributed metadata, and service management. And since data strategies are increasingly hybrid, it's important to have access to your data wherever it lives. So the Data Fabric allows organizations to have secure data access that not only streamlines complex data pipelines, but also allows teams to consistently manage data across diverse data sets and have AI-powered governance and compliance to significantly accelerate their AI and analytics initiatives. The key is really flexibility without fragmentation. Whether you need to mobilize data in edge nodes, data centers, or the cloud, with the HPE Data Fabric, data can move where it makes the most sense for performance, cost, locality, or governance, while access and control remain consistent. And for customers, this unified approach delivers three big benefits: operational efficiency, agility, and confidence. With Data Fabric 8.1, we've focused on expanding those strengths, especially around data movement, stronger governance of metadata, and security. So first, Data Fabric 8.1 significantly enhances how data moves across environments. It now enables real-time object movement between any S3-compatible storage systems, ensuring that your data is always in the right place at the right time. And we're also introducing policy-based automated tiering across storage types and locations, so data can be placed where it delivers the best cost and performance. Together, these enhanced data movement capabilities ensure you can move data wherever you need it with fewer manual scripts, providing better support for your AI, analytics, and hybrid cloud workflows. And it's easy to manage because the global namespace stays intact, so applications don't break, even as your data moves. Another major focus in 8.1 is enhanced governance. Metadata capture has been expanded to include application and workload context. In addition, the Data Fabric exposes this metadata through an MCP-enabled conversational interface, meaning users can query governance and data context using natural language. And integration with Apache Polaris via MCP ensures that customers avoid proprietary lock-in while aligning with modern metadata governance architectures. So with richer metadata integration, governance and compliance gets more accurate, more visible, and more actionable. And finally, 8.1 strengthens security and efficiency so organizations can meet regulatory and compliance requirements and improve their cost efficiency while still keeping their data safe. We've upgraded to FIPS 140-3 with certified cryptographic components that support regulated and security-sensitive environments. And we've added inline erasure coding that works with tiering optimization to protect data efficiently, reducing storage overhead while maintaining resilience. The new key cloak integration enables modern single sign-on and identity-based access control, aligning Data Fabric with enterprise IAM standards. So in short, Data Fabric 8.1 really is all about making your data more mobile, more visible, and more governable at scale for all of your AI and analytics initiatives. And now I will pass it over to David Paquette to talk about Zerto.
Thank you, Brooke. I'm really excited to be here to talk to you about HPE Zerto and the upcoming 10.9 release. HPE Zerto is a solution with three primary use cases: disaster recovery, cyber resilience, and multi-cloud mobility. And all of those use cases are built on a platform of continuous data protection. That continuous data protection is supported across multiple platforms, both on-premises and in the cloud, most notably the new HPE Morpheus HVM virtualization platform. I will talk about that more in a moment. But Zerto is really designed to provide continuous availability from edge to cloud, and in doing that, we provide the lowest RTOs and RPOs measured in seconds and minutes. With our cyber resilience, we include real-time detection for encryption and protection against cyber attacks in the form of cyber recovery to recover as quickly as possible from any sort of incident. And with multi-cloud mobility, we give you the ability to move between multiple different platforms, automatically converting workloads to those platforms so that you can truly have a hybrid cloud environment crossing both on-premises and cloud platforms. So what's coming with HPE Zerto version 10.9? We have a number of exciting features to talk about today, and all of it is built on a cyber resilient data protection across your VM reset era. What does that mean? It means your ability to, again, move between any of those virtualization platforms that you need to in order to optimize your virtualization and maintaining cyber resilient data protection along the way. So what we're introducing with Zerto 10.9 is first, agentic AI support. This agentic AI support is both built into the HPE Zerto management console with an AI assistant and available through MCP, connecting either to our Zerto virtual managers for real-time data or to our Zerto analytics or our cloud platform in which you can get real-time data across multiple sites. And with that agentic AI support, it gives you access both to live real-time data of your data protection environment, all of the information from the product documentation, as well as the online HPE Zerto support knowledge base to answer questions, provide insights, provide contextual answers and reporting into your environment at your fingertips. Again, making it much speedier to get answers to your questions than having to contact a support representative, and being able to have that AI assistance on at all times, right embedded into the management console. With real-time threat visibility, we've integrated with Microsoft Defender, and that integration is built right into the integration hub in our HPE Zerto console. What that does is it allows Microsoft Defender to issue alerts based on suspicious activity or malicious behavior that it detects, and HPE Zerto is able to ingest those alerts into our recovery journal to tag our checkpoints. That allows our customers to quickly identify clean checkpoints that they want to recover from, identify which data has been affected by an attack, which data needs to be recovered, and it really speeds up the process for triage, remediation, and recovery from a cyber attack that is detected either by Microsoft Defender or by the HPE Zerto real-time encryption detection. So with Microsoft Defender, we are adding multiple levels of protection onto what already exists within HPE Zerto and integrating with multiple types of detection from intrusion detection all the way to malware detection. With the new recovery plans that we're introducing in HPE Zerto version 10.9, we have the ability to orchestrate at a much higher scale at enterprise levels than ever before. With these recovery plans, if you're familiar with Zerto, you're probably familiar with our virtual protection groups and the ability to recover dozens or hundreds of virtual machines in an automated and orchestrated fashion. With these recovery plans, you're able to recover multiple virtual protection groups in an automated workflow, orchestrated workflow across all of those virtual protection groups, inserting other customized scripts along the way. And that gives you the ability to scale out the recovery, the automated recovery from those hundreds to thousands of virtual machines across your entire enterprise. And that's being offered in two types, just our standard recovery plans and cyber recovery plans. With the cyber recovery plans, you have the added benefit of automatically being able to select clean recovery checkpoints that are known because of the integrated scanning and detection that I just mentioned with the whether with Microsoft Defender integration, CrowdStrike integration, or the detection built into HPE Zerto itself. And with the cyber recovery plans, it gives you that added level of protection of recovering at scale from those cyber attacks. With cross-platform protection and migration, we have added in support for HVM and that is the HPE Morpheus software HVM hypervisor. And with version 10.9, we now have the ability to cross platforms between VMware and the HVM platform, which allows you to do both the continuous data protection and migration between those platforms. Again, this is enabling you to move virtual machines seamlessly from VMware to HVM or from HVM to VMware, enabling multi-platform support across those platforms and allowing you to adopt the virtualization platform of your choice in doing so. So with all of these enhancements, we've combined together, smarter operational insights with our AI-powered visibility. We've enhanced our security and recovery capabilities, both with integration and with the recovery capabilities, and just a faster overall integrated recovery capability with the recovery plans. This is all enterprise-grade protection for your VM reset strategy, whether you are virtualizing on-premises or in the cloud or in a hybrid cloud environment. So now I'm going to pass it back to Simon to wrap us up.
Well, thank you, David. And with that, I think we're just about at time. So first of all, I want to thank all of you for joining us today. We really hope this session gave you a clear view of how HPE is helping customers navigate what we call the great virtualization reset, while building an AI-ready data platform that's designed to really accelerate, real outcomes. So across the innovations that you've seen today, from the B10000, the X10000, Data Fabric, and Zerto, this is really about one very important thing, which is turning your storage into a unified, intelligent platform, which is built for performance, scale, and resilience. So if you want to dig deeper, I'd encourage you to explore the resources on this slide. Alternatively, connect directly with your HPE account team for a more tailored conversation based on your environment and your priorities. But with that, I want to thank you again for your time and your attention. And a big thank you to Ling, Tim, Brooke, and David for a great discussion.